OK, we've got a bit of a transfer update to bring you because this is Good Morning Transfers and this is your transfer update.
We've got breaking news. Brace yourselves.
Many Newcastle fans will be asking is what effect Eddie Howe's departure will have, of course, on Bruno Guimaraes' future. For more on that, our reporter Dama Sheth has joined us. I mean, more likely that he'll go now, do you think?
I still think it's going to come down to price.
OK.
I don't think that will have changed, but I think Keith touched on it there, the last 2 summers.
Hello everyone, Arsenal transfer news. Bruno Guimaraes talks continue as Vinicius Jr. Rumours gather momentum. Arsenal's summer transfer window has once again become one of the biggest talking points in world football, as Mikel Arteta continues building a squad capable of competing for every major trophy. 2 Brazilian superstars are dominating the headlines, Bruno Guimaraes and Vinicius Jr. According to multiple reports, Arsenal remain interested in Newcastle United captain Bruno Guimaraes. While several sources suggest that discussions have taken place and Arsenal are exploring ways to complete a deal, there has been no official confirmation that an agreement has been reached. Newcastle continue to value Bruno highly and are not expected to let one of their most influential players leave without a major financial package. Bruno has developed into one of the Premier League's finest midfielders since joining Newcastle. His ability to control possession, break opposition attacks, create chances and lead by example has made him one of the most complete midfielders in Europe. It is therefore no surprise that Arsenal see him as a player capable of taking their midfield to another level. If Bruno eventually joins Arsenal, he could form an incredible partnership with Declan Rice and Martin Ødegaard. Many fans believe such a midfield would combine strength, creativity, leadership and technical quality, making Arsenal even stronger in both domestic and European competitions. At the same time, another sensational story continues to dominate social media. Real Madrid winger Vinicius Jr has repeatedly been linked with Arsenal during the current transfer window. However, despite the growing speculation, there is still no official confirmation that a transfer is close to being completed. Reports indicate that Vinicius' contract situation at Real Madrid has attracted attention across Europe, leading to fresh speculation about his future. Nevertheless, many journalists also stress that these stories remain transfer rumours rather than confirmed negotiations. For Arsenal supporters, the possibility of signing both Bruno Guimaraes and Vinicius Jr would represent one of the most ambitious transfer windows in the club's history. One would strengthen the midfield with intelligence and leadership, while the other would add explosive pace, world-class dribbling and creativity to the attack. Even so, football fans understand that the transfer market changes quickly. Negotiations can progress one day and slow down the next. Until Arsenal, Newcastle United, Real Madrid or the players themselves officially confirm any agreement, supporters should treat these stories as developing reports rather than completed deals. Over the coming days, football fans around the world will continue watching closely to see whether Arsenal can turn these exciting rumours into reality. If the Gunners succeed, they could send one of the strongest statements of the entire summer transfer window, why Bruno Guimaraes and Vinicius Jr would transform Arsenal. As Arsenal continue to be linked with some of the biggest names in world football, supporters are beginning to imagine what the team could look like if these ambitious moves became reality. Although no official agreements have been announced, the discussions surrounding Bruno Guimaraes and the speculation involving Vinicius Jr have created enormous excitement among fans. Bruno Guimaraes is widely regarded as one of the Premier League's most complete midfielders. His intelligence on the ball, ability to dictate the tempo of a match and willingness to work hard defensively make him an ideal player for Mikel Arteta's system. Over the past few seasons at Newcastle United, Bruno has consistently demonstrated leadership, composure under pressure and the ability to perform in the biggest matches. Many football analysts believe Arsenal's midfield is already among the strongest in England, but adding a player of Bruno's quality could provide even greater balance. Alongside Declan Rice and Martin Ødegaard, Bruno could give Arsenal exceptional control in possession while also improving the team's ability to win the ball back quickly. Meanwhile, the rumours involving Vinicius Jr continue to capture headlines across Europe. The Brazilian winger is considered one of the world's elite attacking players thanks to his explosive speed, exceptional dribbling ability and eye for goal. However, despite the widespread speculation, there has been no official confirmation that Arsenal and Real Madrid are negotiating a transfer, if a move were ever to happen. Vinicius would bring another dimension to Arsenal's attack. His pace on the left wing could create more space for teammates such as Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. Defenders would be forced to deal with dangerous attacks from both sides of the pitch, making Arsenal even more unpredictable. Financially, however, any deal involving either Bruno Guimaraes or Vinicius Jr would be extremely complicated. Newcastle United are determined to keep their captain, while Real Madrid regard Vinicius as one of the cornerstones of their long-term project. That means Arsenal would likely need extraordinary offers and the willingness of the players themselves for any transfer to become possible. FR now, Arsenal fans remain hopeful while waiting for official updates from the club. Until there is confirmation from Arsenal or the clubs involved, these stories should be viewed as transfer speculation rather than completed transfers. Nevertheless, the continued links show the level of ambition supporters expect as Arsenal aim to challenge for the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League in the coming season. What could happen next in Arsenal's transfer window? As the transfer window moves closer to its final stages, Arsenal's recruitment team is expected to remain active. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Andrea Berta are believed to be carefully assessing every opportunity to strengthen the squad, but the club will also be mindful of financial considerations and long-term planning. The situation surrounding Bruno Guimaraes is likely to depend on Newcastle United's position. If Newcastle continue to insist that the midfielder is not for sale, Arsenal would have to decide whether to make a significantly improved offer or turn their attention to alternative targets. Until either club announces an agreement, there is no confirmation that a transfer will take place. The speculation involving Vinicius Jr is even more uncertain. While his name continues to appear in transfer discussions, there has been no official indication from Real Madrid or Arsenal that a deal is close. Reports remain mixed and supporters should wait for reliable confirmation before treating the rumours as fact. Despite the uncertainty, Arsenal fans remain optimistic because the club has shown ambition in recent transfer windows. The Gunners have invested heavily in improving the squad and have consistently targeted players capable of competing at the highest level. If Arsenal eventually strengthen the midfield and attacking positions before the transfer window closes, the team could enter the new season with even greater confidence. However, football transfers can change rapidly and negotiations often take unexpected turns. For now, supporters around the world will continue following every update, hoping that at least some of the names linked with Arsenal become reality. Whether Bruno Guimaraes, Vinicius Jr or other targets arrive, Arsenal's transfer activity is expected to remain one of the biggest stories of the summer until the window officially closes. Arsenal's big ambitions and the final transfer decision. As the transfer window continues, Arsenal find themselves at the centre of some of the biggest transfer discussions in football. The links with Bruno Guimaraes and Vinicius Jr have created huge excitement among supporters. But the club must now decide which opportunities are realistic and which ones may remain only rumours. For Bruno Guimaraes, Arsenal's interest is understandable. The Brazilian midfielder represents the type of player Mikel Arteta values. Technically gifted, physically strong, tactically intelligent, and capable of performing under pressure. A player like Bruno could add more experience and personality to Arsenal's midfield while helping the team compete against Europe's strongest clubs. However, convincing Newcastle United to sell one of their most important players would not be easy. Newcastle consider Bruno a key part of their project, and any potential agreement would require serious negotiations between the two clubs. Arsenal would need to present a proposal that matches Newcastle's valuation, while also convincing the player that a move to North London is the right step for his career. The Vinicius Jr situation remains one of the most exciting but complicated stories. The Brazilian forward is among the biggest stars in world football, and his arrival at Arsenal would represent a statement of enormous ambition. His speed, creativity and goal threat would make Arsenal's attack even more dangerous. Nevertheless, a transfer of this size would face major obstacles. Real Madrid have built their future around some of the world's best players, and Vinicius remains a crucial figure at the Spanish club. Without official confirmation from either side, reports of a possible Arsenal move should continue to be treated carefully. For Arsenal, the priority remains building a squad capable of winning major trophies. Whether through signing Bruno Guimaraes, pursuing attacking options like Vinicius Jr or completing other deals, the club's objective is clear: improve every area of the team and maintain their place among Europe's elite.